It is time now for the Peter Chill Morning News for this Wednesday morning, May 6th, 2015. Good morning to you all this lovely Wednesday morning, May 6th, 2015. Here now, your news at 9. Here to the top story here at 7:30 in the morning time. Here is the co-pilot who intentionally crashed a German wings flight in the French Alps killed 150 passengers on March 24th, trying to control descent on another flight the same morning. Report by French authorities published Wednesday reveals. Investigators are trying to determine whether Elton Simpson and Niner Sophie, two gunmen who killed at the Texas art contest, Saturday night, received specific directions from the Islamic State of Iraq and Syria, or were simply inspired by the terrorist group. Hillary Clinton's immigration stats may haunt Republicans until election day in 2016. A right-wing British parliamentary candidate, Robert Blay, has been suspended by his own party for a friend of the shooter rival candidate. Iran won't negotiate with world powers over its disputed nuclear program of the military threat. Iranian Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei said Wednesday reflected his awareness over long running nuclear talks amid tensions in the Middle Eastern seas. In London, campaigning in Britain's most unpredictable election in a generation entered in its final day with the two main parties level in the most polls and neither on track to command a majority in the parliament of the world's fifth largest economy. 4 Afghan men have been sentenced to death for the mob killed of a woman in Kabul in March. The 28-year-old woman called Farkanda was beaten to death after being accused of burning a copy of the Quran, although witnesses say she did not. Migrants who died crossing the Mediterranean in April 2014. 13 migrants who died crossing the Mediterranean in April 2015, as April was the deadliest month ever for migrants. Secretary of State John Kerry said he was discussing with Saudi Arabian officials how to implement a humanitarian pause in Yemen's civil war. German Chancellor Angela Merkel has offered to give evidence to MPs amid allegations that the BND intelligence service helped the U.S. spy on targets in Germany and neighboring countries. A New Jersey officer hit and killed 2 pedestrians with a police cruiser along the New Jersey Turnpike early Wednesday, state police said. In Tampa, a woman is being credited for ending the hostage situation on Tuesday by sending a message seeking help along with a pizza order at a Pizza Hut in Florida. In Spokane, Washington, a Northern Idaho police officer shot by a man who stole patrol cars died of his injuries Tuesday evening, police said. North Carolina officials are warning more residents living near Duke Energy's coal ash pits that it's not safe to drink or cook with their well water after tests showed contamination levels that is raising health concerns. When Tesla reports its first quarter earnings after the market closed on Wednesday, all eyes will be on its production estimates as Tesla is probably to deliver 55,000 vehicles this year between both of its Model S electric sedan and its Model X electric crossover. London, Eurozone businesses started the second quarter with healthy growth as a buy it order book again encouraged to hire more. A look at the stock market report here. Dow 79.20 down 142.20, SP 528.46, and Nasdaq 49.33. Astronomers have spotted the most distant galaxy to date using a Hubble and Spitzer space telescopes. A galaxy so far away it's only about 100 million years old. Few icons of science have had such a perilous existence to survive political storms, physical calamities, and the simple passage of time in the service of cosmic exploration as Hubble telescope's unlikely journey enables 25 years of space study. Spending on cancer drugs passed $1 billion last year, according to a report from the IMS Institute for Healthcare. Informatics Potentially deadly clostridial difficult infections have been treated with a dose. As the fire with fire approach by U.S. doctors replace aggressive versions of the bug with their friendlier cousins. Alright, take a look at New England alerts here at 7:35. An early second alarm fire in Worcester on Uxbridge Street as the fire was in a building, and there were reports of people trapped inside, and 3 victims have been rescued so far, and EMS is in the front of the building here this morning. Peter Chell News on 7:35. Time for sports here. The Boston Red Sox shut out the Tampa Bay Rays last out on a pair of Mookie Betts homers in the bottom of 6th and bottom of 8th as the Sox shut out the Tampa Bay Rays 2-0 here, and the Red Sox and Tampa Bay Rays will wrap up the third game of a 3-game series tonight at Fenway Park. Cleveland Cavaliers coach David Blatt tried to take some pressure off LeBron James on Tuesday, then James pulled it back with his shoulders. In Oakland, California, a masked man didn't steal Stephen Curry's hardware Tuesday night, but he sure wrestled away the NBA's most valuable player's best weapon as Mike Conley's Richard helps Memphis Grizzlies step the Golden State Warriors tied in this game of 1 game apiece. A class action lawsuit been filed against Manny Pacquiao's manager and his promos for concealing his injury before his fight against Floyd Mayweather. James L. Dolan, owner of the New York Knicks, Marcus has decided to get into the business of raising reputations from the ashes. Peter Chell News on 7:36 here on this. Wednesday morning here, and it is time for our travel report here, and 95 on the northbound side, stop and go from Foxborough all the way out to Route 1 in Sharon, and then you hit the brakes again from after Coney Street in Sharon all the way out to Route 128 in Kansas. Doing an accident here on a ramp to 128 from 95. 24 to the northbound side, so from Harrison Boulevard to Avon all the way out to Route 128 in Kansas here. 128 both ends slow from Braintree all the way out to the Braintree split around the Southeast Expressway. Route 3 to the northbound side, so from Weymouth all the way out to the Braintree split. 495 at the northbound side, so from Hopkins all the way out to the Mass Bank in Westboro. 128 on the northbound side, so from 138 in Kenton all the way out to Route 20 in Waltham here. Mass Bank in the eastbound side, so from Route 9 in Framingham all the way out to Route 3 in Natick, and then you hit the brakes again from Route 120 in Weston all the way out to Route 16 in Newton, and then you hit the brakes again in the Alston Breton section here. Mass Bank westbound side, so from Logan Airport all the way out to the Alston Breton tolls here. 93 to the southbound side, so from Stoneham all the way out to the Zachem Bridge. Mass Bank Boulevard Fine in Boston here. Route 1 in the southbound side, also from Route 60 in Revere all the way out to Charlestown here around Route 93 here. 128 on the southbound side, so from Route 1 in Peabody all the way up to Route 2 in Lexington here. Route 2 in the eastbound side, so from Route 60 to Belmont all the way up to Fresh Pot Parkway. Route 2 to the westbound side, so after Route 4 Lexington all the way up to Route 128 in Lexington here. Route 3 on the southbound side, so from Tingsboro all the way up to Billerica, and then you hit the brakes again before Route 128 in Burlington here. 93 on the southbound side, so from Route 62 in Wilmington, and stop and go from Wilmington to Route 128 in Reading here, and 129 on the northbound side, so from Stonewall all the way up to Route 128 in Reading here. 495 on the southbound side, we got an accident here on 495 southbound between 125 and 97 in Haverhill, so expect the delays as 495 south, slow from Haverhill all the way out to Lawrence, and then you hit the brakes again from 114 to Lawrence all the way up to Route 93 and then over here. 185 on the northbound side, slow from Route 4 in Chelsea all the way out to before Route 3 in Tewksbury, then you hit brakes again from Tewksbury all the way out to Route 133 in Tewksbury here. 95 on the north southbound side, also around the Salisbury stretch. Up in New Hampshire, Everett Turnpike, also in Merrimack stretch. Route 101 on the eastbound side, slow from Route 88 in Exeter all the way up to the Interstate 95 in New Hampshire here. Spalding Turnpike, slow from Route 4 in Durham all the way up to Newington here. And westbound Falmouth Spur, the main turnpike a little slow before the main turnpike up in Portland here. Route 2 in the eastbound side, rules over Route 110 in Harvard all the way up to before 495 in Littleton. 495 on the southbound side, a little slow in the Littleton stretch here. 290 on the eastbound side, so after the Mass Pike in Auburn all the way out to Route 9 in Worcester. 122A on the northbound side, slow before 290 in Worcester here. Okay, take a look at down in Rhode Island here. 146 on the southbound side, a little slow down for the North Smithfield stretch. And 95 on the southbound side, so from Connecticut all the way out to downtown Providence. 95 on the northbound side, so from Route 37 to Warwick all the way out to downtown Providence. 195 on the westbound side, so from 114 East Providence all the way out to downtown Providence. 95 on the southbound side, we got an accident in Cranston on Route 1. Down in Providence, Cranston line, so expect some delays there. Route 6 to the eastbound side, so from Route 128 all the way up to the 610 connector. 610 connector, so from Route 6 all the way out to the downtown Providence on Route 95, 195 on the westbound side, also from 103 Somerset down for Swansea. Jamestown Newport Bridge looking good. Route 4 a little slow down of North Kingstown stretch here. Port Bridge to the southbound side a little slow, and 140 on the southbound side a little slow around Route 6 in New Bedford here. Take a look at the MBTA. Taking a look at the MBTA subway system is looking good. On the commuter rail, it's looking good, and the ferry's off. Booming fine here. Peter Chell News Time, 7:42, and it is time now for a weather report for today. Puck size skies and gradually becoming size skies with a higher 39 degrees. North face wind about 5 miles per hour in the afternoon. Tonight, clear skies low about 42 degrees. South wind about 6 miles per hour in the evening here. Thursday, size skies are about 86 degrees. Calm wind becoming southwest by 5 to 8 miles per hour in the afternoon. Thursday, mostly good skies low about 50 degrees. South wind about 5 to 7 miles per hour after midnight here. Friday, size skies about 80 degrees. Lights. Southwest wind becoming southwest 6 to 11 miles per hour in the morning. Here, Friday, punch after 5 a.m. Otherwise, punch skies low about 52 degrees. Saturday, most sun skies about 78 degrees. Saturday, punch after 4 a.m. Otherwise, punch skies low about 57 degrees. Sunday, punch before 7 a.m. Otherwise, punch sun skies about 80 degrees. Saturday, most skies low about 60 degrees. Monday, chance of showers, punch sun most skies about 76, low about 56 degrees. Chance of precipitation 30%. And for Tuesday, chance of showers, most skies about 70 degrees. Chance of precipitation is 40%. Northern temperature set at 55 degrees with fair to podcast. That's going to be it for the Peter Cello Morning News on this Wednesday morning, May 6, 2015. Peter, have a good morning here, and I'll see you for 11 a.m. report. Have a good day.